Hello students, I hope you all are doing good. So today we will proceed with our next chapter, that is chapter 9, sequence and series. Your chapter 8, that is binomial theorem, for time being it's not there, as already we have given you the reduced syllabus part. So we'll head up to sequence and series. So what is sequence mean? Sequence is like very frequent used word, right? In your English, like you speak in English or they tell you keep in sequence. Okay, sequence means what? Keeping in order, right? If some objects are there, yes, some objects are there, then we tell keep it in sequence wise. Like for example, you have fruits, you think, okay, objects which are fruits. Then when fruits are there, so you are indicated to tell keep in sequence, keep in a proper sequence. In proper sequence, either you can go for, now you have apple, you have orange, you have banana, you have grapes, like this it is. So their sequence may be in alphabetical sequence, like first keep apple, then keep banana, then keep grapes, then keep orange, in such a way, right? This is called a sequence, like arranging your objects in particular way, collecting the objects in a particular way, okay, that is called as your sequence. For example, now you have numbers 1 to 11, okay, 1 to 11 numbers are there. So they'll tell you write the numbers in a sequence. In a sequence is how you write 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11, like this becomes a sequence. Or they'll tell you write in a ascending order, okay, this is descending order. Descending order sequence you keep, it means 11 10 9 8, means writing like this, collecting some whatever they are telling, that is called as your sequence, that is mentioned as your sequence. So in general, A1, A2, A3, so on up to AN, like this it is called as a sequence. Now series, what we will do? The same expression of if we write A1 plus A2 plus A3, so on up to plus A raised to N. This is termed as your series of the particular sequence which they have given. I hope this much is clear. What is difference between sequence and series? See, in series I have mentioned here operation, I have used here operation, and that addition operation I have used. Here there is no operations, but it is differentiated by comma. A1 comma A2 I have taken, means A1 is different, A2 is different. This becomes your sequence. If this only I write A1 plus A2, this become your series. That's the difference between sequence and your series. I hope this much is clear. Based on this, we will solve our examples, okay? I hope it is clear what is your sequence, what is your series. So write it down all. It is in definition method, whatever I have said, okay? Just write it down. Your finite sequence means, finite means what? Countable, right? Countable. Now see, if you have 1 to 5, 1 to 5 means what? You can count, right? 1 2 3 4 5 means, you know, it is 5 terms. 5 terms means what? It is countable. Countable means what? Finite. Infinite means where it is not countable. 1 to infinity, can you count? No, right? So that such sequence are called infinite sequence. Same way goes to the series. Series is what? Whatever sequence we get, that only is series. So if you have finite sequence, you'll get finite series. If you have infinite sequence, you'll get infinite series. And series is usually noted as sigma. Its notation we call is at sigma. You write like this, like this. You should write like this. This is called as your sigma. Now see, A1 plus A2 plus A3, so on up to AN, nth term it is, right? So how we write sigma? A, your subscript we tell. Why we tell subscript means writing to the base, okay? See, I am writing here to the base, I am writing. I am not writing side or front, I am writing here. This is called subscript. So A raised to K, and K starts from where? From 1 up to N. From where it starts, so we write K is equal to 1 up to nth term. If we tell like this means it is a1, you have to be giving the numbers a1 plus a2 plus a3 so on up to an. So whenever it is like this, sigma you tell, or you tell summation. Summation means, sum means what? S-U-M, right? Either you call sigma or you call, select this, summation. Sum only means what? Addition, right? So this is called as summation or sigma you tell, because it is added up to your nth term. From where it starts, from where it ends, you give it like this, and in general you write it as k. For example, we'll take, see here they are telling, write first 3 terms of an is equal to 2n plus 5 they are telling. So they have given an is equal to n plus 5. So 3 terms you are telling. So substituting your n is equal to 3 means 1, 2, 3, right? For a1 you have to see, for a2 you have to see, and for a3 you have to see, and write the required sequence. Okay, write the required sequence. So therefore a1, first we'll see for 1, right? So in place of n it will be 1. So 2 into 1 plus 5. 2 into 1 is 2, right? 2 ones are 2. 2 plus 5 is 7. Similar way a2. 2 into 2 plus 5. 2 2s are 4. 4 plus 5 is 9. Similar way a3. 2 into 3 plus 5. 2 3s are 6. 6 plus 5 is 11. So therefore the sequence or required terms are what you're getting, 7, 9, 11. Now this is called as your sequence. Okay, I hope this is clear for you how you have to do sequence. Corresponding series will be what of this? Series means how you'll write 7 plus 9 plus 11. This becomes your series, right? I hope this much is clear. Exercise 9.1. Write the first 5 terms of each of the sequences they are telling. So an they have given, n by n plus 1, second question. Here in the same way write n for how many they are telling? First 5 terms. So for n is equal to 1 to 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 you have to check. So wherever n it is, first we'll check for 1, we will check for 2, 3, 4, like this we will get our terms and then make it a sequence. So a1, in place of n you are putting 1. So 1 by 1 plus 1, so it becomes 1 by 2. Now for 2 we will check, in place of n we are putting 2. So 2 is equal to 2 by 2 plus 1, so 2 by 3. In place of n we are putting 3. So it is 3 by 3 plus 1, so you get 3 by 4. So a raised to 4, you are getting 4 by 4 plus 1, which is 4 by 5. In the same way, a raised to 5, it is 5 by 5 plus 1, which is 5 by 6. So therefore, the required terms are, what you are getting? 1 by 2, 2 by 3, 3 by 4, 4 by 5, 5 by 6. This is in a sequence. In a sequence means how? They are telling first 5 terms. So these are first 5 terms only. You can't write first 5 by 6, 4 by 5. So like this you can't write, or you can't mix it up. Okay? I hope this much is clear. Your next question, fifth one I have taken. an is equal to minus 1 raised to n minus 1 into 5 raised to n plus 1. This is into, okay. Dot means what? It will be always into. So as usual write here, and for how many it is? First 5 on it is. So for n is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So first for a1, wherever n it is, we will put 1. So a1 is equal to minus 1 raised to 1 minus 1 into 5 raised to 1 plus 1. So what you will get? Minus 1 raised to 0 into 5 raised to 2, means 5 square you are getting. See, minus 1 raised to 0 will be what? I have said you at start only, anything raised to 0, it is always 1, right? Anything raised to 0, it is always 1. For suppose, if it is 2 raised to 0 means it is 1. If it is a raised to 0 means it is 1. If it is minus 3 raised to 0 means also it is 1. So here you have minus 1 raised to 0 means it is 1. 5 square is into 25. So a1 you are getting 25. Second, for a2 we will check. a2 is equal to minus 1 raised to n is we are taking 2 minus 1 into 5 2 plus 1. So minus 1 raised to 2 minus 1 is 1 you will get, and 5 cube. So minus 1 raised to 1 is minus 1 only, right? That term only it will be, into 5 cube is 125. So you will get minus into, it is minus 125. I hope it is clear. In the same way, find for A3, A4, A5. Find it and write the terms. It is your homework part. Find A3, A4, A5. See here question, bit different from your first main. Find the indicated terms in each of the sequence. What they are telling? Indicated. Indicated means, indicate means what? You are telling someone, right? That I have given you, you should do that work itself. Means you are indicating it. You are particularly, you have given that thing for some person and you are telling it to you get that product or anything. So in the same way, in this question, an is equal to n minus 2 divided by n plus 3, and here they have given a 20. This is not a question of this. So you can see this symbol, this is called your semi hyphen. Okay, semi hyphen you will call this, which means you have to find for only a 20. In this they had given you 5 terms, 4 terms. Here they have directly said you find only for a 20, which means they have indicated. Wherever n is there, you have to put 20. So here write your given to find what a20, which means in place of n you have to put 20. So how you will get a, wherever it is n, you are putting what? You are putting 20. So a20 is equal to 20 into 20 minus 2 whole divided by 20 plus 3. So basically you will get 20 into 18 divided by 23. So see what you will get. So a20 you will get 360 by 23. I hope it is clear for you. If such questions are there, if they have given such questions, along with that if they have given a7, a4, 2 questions also they might give. So for both you have to find it separately. First for a4 you have to check, and then for a12 whatever they have given. I hope it is clear. Next main, again different pattern. Write the first 5 terms of each of the sequence and obtain corresponding series. Say in this series also you have to obtain. How this they have given, you see. 11th question, a1 is equal to 3, an is equal to 3 an minus 1 plus 2 for all n greater than 1. Here you see a1 already they have given. So for us no need of finding for a1. We have to go from a2. Why? Because they have said, right, for n greater than 1, means 2, 3, 4 up to where? 5. First 5 terms. So first term already they have given, we have to find for 4, and 4 how it will be? From 2, 3, 4, right? So how we will do? See, for n is equal to 2, 3, 4 you have to check. Why? 1 already they have given, a1 they have already find it out. So wherever n is there you are putting 2, a2, 3, a, 2 minus 1 plus 2. So you are getting 3, a, 2 minus 1 is 1 plus 2. Now see here you are getting like this, 3a1, a1 you are getting. So now a1 what you will do? Obviously they have given, right? Already they have given, a1 is 3, so substitute. a1 value is 3 plus 2. So how you will get? 3 3s are 9, 9 plus 2 is 11. So a2 is equal to 11. In the same way a3 and a4. So for a3, 3a, 3 minus 1 plus 2. So 3a, 2 plus 2. So 3a2 value we have got already, that is 11 plus 2. So 11 3s are 33, 33 plus 2 is 35. So a3 you are getting 35. In the same way a4 we will check. 3a, 4 minus 1 plus 2. So you are getting 3a, 4 minus 1 is 3 plus 2. And a3 we have got, what is our a3? It is 35 plus 2. So 35 into 3 it is 3, 5, 15, 105. 105 plus 2 is 107. So therefore required terms, what you are getting? Required terms you are getting, see a1 is there 3, then 11, then 35, okay, 2, 3, and then you have 107. 7. 1, 2, 3. Only 4 you have got, right? A till A, 5 you have to find, right? For 5 I didn't find. Let's see. So they have said first 5 terms, okay? I did just only 4 terms. So this will be 323. 323. 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So required terms you have got, and even corresponding series they are asking you. So you can write, therefore the corresponding series, how we get series, how you write? 3 plus 11 plus 35 plus 107 plus 322 3, and after this, see, whenever they are telling series, again plus you do, and so on, like this, dot 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 you put, okay? Like this you have to write 3 plus 11 plus 35 plus 107 plus so on you have to do. Sequence only this much you are getting, but for series when you're doing, just do it so on, because we don't know up till where it is, okay? I hope this is clear for you how you have to do. If such questions are there, means if they have given you anything A1 or A2 or anything equal, then you have to make use in this and then find out. Okay, I hope this much is, and please here make sure why I am telling you to write like this, because now if you write up to here, okay, some may go to find out the value of this, means like 3 plus 11 plus, you may add it up. No, they are not telling you to find sum of series. See, there is difference between your sum of series and just series. Sum of series means, sum of series, if they tell, means what, whatever series they have given, that you have to sum, means you have to add it. 1 plus 2 3, 3 plus 3 is 6. You can do like this. If only just write down the series, if they are telling, just you have to write it, okay? Don't add it up, that is wrong. So after, when they are telling write corresponding series, means just write this much, you are not adding it up, okay? I hope it is clarified for you, like how you have to find out these problems. You can take one as your homework also, like 13th one, take this as homework, solve it, try to solve. If you don't understand, then ask this 13th one, take this as your homework. I hope you can see. Just take this as your homework. Next topic is arithmetic progression. This is not at all something new topic for you. You have already studied in your SSLC part. Yes, passing out that only, you have come to your PUC PUC first year. So just above I will tell you, see, sequence A1, A2, A3, they are telling it as arithmetic sequence. So you know arithmetic progression, right? How it is given, A plus D, A plus 2D, so on up to nth term. So its general term, how we write, an is equal to a plus n minus 1d. So arithmetic progression, if you tell how it will be, yes, how we give up to here, a plus d, a plus 2d, so on up to a plus n minus 1, right? A plus n minus 1 d. So it's general, either you can take a n or you can take it as a l. So it's general term, right? This is your arithmetic. Your a1, it will be what, first term. Your d is your common difference. Your a is what, first term, right? A is first term and your d is your common difference. Sum of n terms, how it is given, Sn is equal to n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1d, or you can write n by 2 a plus l. Anyhow you can write it, okay? Even you can do like this. If directly they have given first term and your last term, you can use like this sum directly, or if you have to find out, you can use it in such a way. This everything you have studied, so just once again have given the formulas, just go through it. We will proceed to solve. Now there are some properties of arithmetic progression. Properties, I'll not write it, I'll just tell you what all you have to write. See, here it is. I hope you can see. This much is clear for you. I'll just explain you. Properties from here up to here, you write it. What is the first property telling? If a constant is added to each term of an AP, the resulting sequence is also an AP, which means sorry, for example, they have given you an AP. If you add any constant term for it, so its resulting term, you will get an AP only. Now I have considered an AP. Suppose this is an AP 2, 4, 6, 8 up to 14 it is, right? It is AP, right? See, the common difference is same, right? 2 to 2 only you will get. First term, first property, what it is telling, if a constant is added to each term of the AP, means any constant if it is added, then again you will get AP only. For suppose if I add plus 1, plus 1, plus 1, plus 1, if I add here, what I will get? This I will get 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15. So you can check again, difference is 2, difference is 2. So again you will get AP only if you add. So first is addition. Same second what they are telling, if a constant is subtracted from each term of an AP, the resultant, what you will get, resulting sequence is also an AP. Now suppose this one, if I subtract, then what I will get? 1, I will get 3, I will get 5, I will get 1 only. I am subtracting minus 1, minus it. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, and then you are getting 13. See here also you can see you are getting the same difference. So even for subtraction, if you subtract any constant, again you will get an AP. From an AP you will get an AP. Third, they are telling, if a sequence it is multiplied by a constant, if it is multiplied by any constant, then you will get the same AP. So we will multiply by 2, don't want 1, okay, we will multiply by 2. So you have 2. If I multiply 2, what I will get? 4. If I multiply this with the 2, what I will get? 4 2s are 8. Again 2, same constant, okay, they are telling constant means same term you have to multiply. 6 2s are 12, 8 2s are 16, 10 2s are 20, 12 2s are 24, 14 2s are 28, right? So you can see you are getting 4 4 as your difference. So even for multiplication, if you do, you will get same your AP. From AP you will add up to AP. And even fourth, they are telling, if each term is divided by a non-zero constant. Non-zero means it shouldn't be 0, except 0 you can do anything. So again with 2 only, if I do, see 2 divided by 2, 4 by 2, 6 by 2, 8 by 2, 10 by 2, 12 by 2, 15 by 2. So 2 2 2, 2 2 3 2, 4 2 5, 2 6, 2 7, 2 1. So what you are getting? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So you can see difference will be what? 1 only, right? So this is obvious and AP. So if you do addition, subtraction, multiplication, division for an AP, its resulting term you will get AP itself. Okay, I hope this is clear. I have just explained your properties. Write it down. Write down this property from 1 to 1. Okay, you write this property and example what I have explained you can write in front of that. Okay, like 2 4 6, you consider any AP and you can check it. Okay, from here to here just write it down.